Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, hockey fans of all ages, hello and welcome into the Rockland Ice Rink for today's first round of the South Shore League tournament. It's the Middleborough Sachems in the Abington Green Wave. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. Joined alongside today, Tony Patetti and Maria Wood. Guys, phenomenal day for tournament hockey. As we know in the playoffs, anything can happen.
It's great. I mean, there's only 4 teams in it this year, but you got 4 teams that have been playing all year, and it should be a lot of shots, a lot of action between both of these games. I'm excited to be here, so thanks for inviting me.
These two teams like to indeed launch a lot of shots. Tony, let's talk about your son. He's featured in the other game, Anthony Patetti.
Yeah.
He's saving around 55 shots a game.
Yeah, lately it seems like that's how many he's getting. There's a lot of shots coming in at him. He's up for the challenge. It's, he'd rather be on the ice, that's for sure. He loves playing forward, but he also knows it needed to be done, and the guys are really supportive of him. And it's even though we're not getting the results we want, it's definitely a character building and a good way to see what challenge to adversity and adversity is all about. So.
Well, let's talk about points. The top line of Abington putting up a lot of them. John Polito, senior captain, 17 goals and 10 assists, 27 points in just 8 games. He is on fire. David MacArthur, 6 goals, 12 assists, 20 points in 8 games. And the right wing, Michael Pino, 5 goals, 18 assists, all leading the Green Wave on top every scoring category.
I'm going to say it, and I hope I don't offend the other teams in the league. Right now, that line is the best line in the South Shore Conference, in the South Shore League, in my opinion.
It's the first round of the South Shore League tournament. Tony, as you mentioned, only 4 teams. It's the Green Wave and the Middleborough Sachems going at it now. Later tonight, we will have the top-seeded Norwell Clippers and the East Bridgewater Vikings. We're proud to bring you the entire tournament on the networks of Abington Community Access and Media. These two teams, Tony, played early in the season, the first game of the season, in fact. Abington was down 2 goals with 3 minutes left to go in the third period. They somehow came back and fought to a draw in that effort. These two teams do have a little bit of history on the ice.
Yeah, it was a heck of a game between both of those two teams. It seemed Middleborough stepped up in front early, and they were going to hold on, and then Abington just came out of nowhere in the last few minutes and just shoved it right to him and tied it up, and it was a heck of a game to watch. I watched it on TV. It was an entertaining game. It looked like a college hockey game.
The Sachems wearing their visiting orange jerseys, black shorts, white trim around the black numbers and lettering. The Green Wave in their home white jerseys, black shorts, black trim around the green numbers and lettering. Green Wave coming in at 5-1-2 on the season. That last draw, Tony, against the Norwell Clippers, something nobody, not one person saw coming. Everybody was thinking it was going to be a blowout in favor of the Clippers. Green Wave fought hard all game and led by the sophomore goaltender, Joseph Dow, able to fight the Clippers to a draw.
Yeah, Dow's a solid goalie. I mean, I've been watching him since he was 7 years old, and you knew someday he would be on the big stage in Varsity. And every minute that he's gotten, he's been solid out there. In both goalies for Abington. I mean, just such a luxury to have two solid goalies on one team between him and Merrick.
Great save there on a 2-on-1 for Dow. The shot from just above the face-off dot came from number 7, Jake DeGessie. Sachems goaltender Lincoln Moland, just an 8th grader wearing number 1.
Yes, I heard he plays
Here's a breakaway for Michael Pino. He gets caught from behind.
Yeah, he plays for, I believe, the Boston Advantage, and we heard all about him before. And I think he's made every start maybe except one, and he's solid. I mean, we saw him firsthand rob us a few times in our game with Middleborough, and he's legit. And like you said, he's only an 8th grader.
Here goes Pino with space again.
Nice save.
Saved by Moland. The rebound's picked up by Connor McNaughton, the freshman. Very young Sachems roster. Senior assistant captain David MacArthur. To the left for leading scorer John Polito. It's not even close. He crossed the 100-point mark in his Green Wave career earlier this season. It's about 2 minutes into the first period. Still scoreless here. Sachems and the Green Wave going at it in the first of 2 semifinals today here at the Rockland Ice Arena.
Abington have a little bit of problems getting out of their own zone right now.
Backhanded into the corner by number 15, Justin Plosky. Plosky puts the hit on MacArthur to create separation, chased down now by Robert McNaughton. Sachems in with speed. It's number 23, Aiden Carey. Shot doesn't go. Sachems absolutely dominating the offensive blue line in Abington, unable to clear out. They're barely able to get it out into the neutral zone there.
Right now they can't seem to get it up to their wings, playing a lot of time in their own zone. Dow making a couple key stops early.
Mark Cashman, the senior defenseman, saw the opportunity as that puck was dumped in and quickly raced to the bench for a change. He's been out there for a while. This one deflecting, picked up and dumped in by Kevin Cashman. Mullen makes the save.
So right there, that play right there, just cool and calm for an 8th grader. Most kids would have pounced on that, tied it up.
Slap shot from Polito, pad save from Moland. Green Wave starting to take everything they can get in terms of shots. They haven't had many opportunities in the offensive zone. Kyle Pino lost an edge when sledding down to the ice. Now Polito gets tripped up. The arms stay down.
No call.
Shot deflected wide. Sachems finally have it cleared out. Michael Pino chases it down. Sends it out in front. Polito shoots. And it might have gotten Mullen's blocker. It might have just been chipped high.
I think he got a tiny piece of it.
Best opportunity by far of the night for Abington here. 4 minutes into period number 1.
Great ice awareness by Pino. Coming in knowing that it wasn't an icing call, went down and just centered it out to the slot, hoping someone would be there.
Dylan Bush with a nice steal in the neutral zone for Middleborough. Puck cleared out. Pino gloves it down. MacArthur taps it forward. Sent up to the blue line for Jake DeGuess. His shot, the net might be off its moorings. Dow seemingly kicked the right post.
He's trying to, yeah.
And he brings it right back on. The whistle blows. It's an icing against Abington. 10:28 to go, first period. Still scoreless. The Green Wave starting to get a few offensive opportunities.
Yeah, a few chances in the last minute or so after spending a lot of time in their own zone. These two teams fighting to a 4-4 draw in game 1 of Abington's season.
That was part of a brutal back-to-back for Abington. It was a 7:30 p.m. puck drop on Sunday night. They turned around 11:30 in the morning. On Monday morning, they played East Bridgewater.
Yep, and seeing it firsthand, it didn't look like they had any layoff because that juggernaut of a first line still got it going, even coming on about 18 hours of rest.
8-0 Abington, the final score in that one. 2 winners tonight will play on Thursday evening here at the Rockland Ice Arena.
Well, that looked like a hit from behind. No call.
Refs letting a lot go early in this one,
Yeah.
5 minutes in. Middleborough dominating offensive zone time. Green Wave again unable to cleanly clear it out. They might get something. The play ruled on sides. Spinning is Evan St. Martin. They go towards the net. Mullen goes down. The whistle does not blow. There was a massive pile up in the crease.
I can't believe he kept that out of the net. There were at least 4 bodies in front of him.
Connor Buckley heads to the bench for a change. Here come the top line, MacArthur, Polito, and Pino. Polito creates a turnover and grabs the puck. MacArthur now sends it down for Pino. Pino gets tripped up. Polito now. Middleborough takes it just above the faceoff dot. The hockey version of a full court press here, Tony.
Absolutely, they're going at it now. I mean, they're really just throwing anything they can. I think it's been in the zone for over a minute now.
Out to the blue line for
through a
Kyle
screen.
Pino.
No goal.
Pino far side. Looking for MacArthur, back door, doesn't go.
Abington does a lot of that from all the games I've seen. A lot of backdoor passes, one-timers. They really know how to play that triangle on the offense.
The Sachems cut their losses and send the puck 200 feet down the river.
Sometimes you just need an icing. That was one of those times.
There was no change there for Middleborough for about 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Long shift, MacArthur moves in to take the faceoff. Winning it to Polito. Dumps it far corner. Picked up now by Aiden Carey, the junior Sachem. This goes wide. Kyle Pino chases it down, can't find Tobin. Now it's Jake DeGuess. 8 minutes to go, first period, still scoreless. Competitive game here between Middleborough and Abington. Kyle Pino carrying. 2 Green Wave collide. Bodies getting laid out everywhere. The Sachems with an opportunity. No shot is attempted. The shot, excellent save by Mullen. Might have gotten off his left leg. That was John Polito.
Great positioning by Mullen there.
Offsides called on the Sachems, 7:23 to go.
Well, I think you're getting everything you expected out of this one. A lot of back and forth action.
What a little goaltending duel shaping up. Mullen's been on fire the last couple of minutes. Buckley backhands. Zach Buchagras trying to gain possession in the corner. Puck battle ensues. This one sent up and out. Green Wave don't elect to change here. Second line is on. Buckley, St. Martin, and Kevin Cashman. Chip to Mark Cashman.
St. Martin out there right now, who's coming off, had a unbelievable game winner the other day for Abington to propel them to a 3-2 win against Silver Lake, which though Silver Lake only had, I don't even think they had a win coming in. They play in an extremely tough division with all D2 and D1 teams.
An intentional hand pass was the call, thus the defensive zone faceoff for the Green Wave. Tobin far side.
Get out!
Delayed offsides waved off as the puck enters the neutral zone. MacArthur, backhand tip, gets it as it was caught in the legs of DeGuess. Picked up by Matthew Ruggiero. 3 Sachems were on the ice at the same time.
I didn't even have to look at the number. I knew it was Tobin.
Matthew Ruggiero carrying in. The Green Wave edge him off the puck. It is Michael Pino. Drops back to Kyle Pino. MacArthur ships it forward to the goal line. And the Sachems able to carry out into the neutral zone and might have an offensive opportunity. A shot and an excellent stick save by Joseph Dow.
Good save by Dow. Waited him out to the last minute, tried to go 5-hole, and he was right there waiting for it.
I have a penalty called here. First penalty of the game. It's going to be David MacArthur headed to the box. Indeed for the Green Wave, and offsetting. Number 18, Broden Youngcloss, the junior, in the box for the Sachems.
I think the refs let this one go as long as they could, but there was no avoiding that. They both had to go.
There's been a lot of contact that they've let go early in this game. Some last second changes. There is going to be no change in manpower. We remain 5-on-5. Sachems winning the ensuing faceoff. The shot. Pillow save by Dow.
That was tipped too.
Polito tries to make the nifty stick move, and it is picked off by Aiden Carey. Cashman picks up. Oh, he lost it. That's a bad turnover for the senior, and Middleborough's shot goes high and wide. Michael Pino spinning back, trying to find Evan St. Martin. It doesn't connect. Stuck in the feet of DeGuess, unable to launch a shot. Him and Tobin tangle up on the half wall. 4:07 to go. First period still scoreless. Entertaining one here between Abington and Middleborough. The South Shore League Tournament semifinal. Buchagras tied up with the puck. Green Wave dump it deep. 3:43 to go. Chipped out. It's going to be taken by Jake Quinn, the third line center. Mark Cashman now. Buckley turned it over, and Middleborough gets a shot. Easy blocker save. And an excellent follow-up on the rebound for Joseph Dow.
First one was good. Second one was even better. 2 point-blank shots right in the slot. Dow up for both of them.
Calm, cool, collected in the crease. He made the initial blocker save, just shrugged it off, said, get that puck out of my crease. And the rebound attempt.
Another deflection.
He's faced a lot of tumbling muffins, Tony, and he has stopped every single one of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can clearly see what Middleborough's trying to do. They're putting bodies in front of him and hoping for deflections, and they're getting a few of them, and he's saving every single one of them.
Buckley wins the face-off.
Sometimes that luck runs out, though. You definitely have to start clearing the bodies out of there.
Carrying is Zachary Levens. Sachems doing an excellent job of pinching the seam and keeping the puck on the offensive end of the ice. If this were the NHL, that would be a 2-minute minor penalty for a delay of game. The puck flipped up into the protective netting. David MacArthur and Broden Youngclass vacate the penalty bench. 2:39 to go. First period still scoreless. Kyle Pino off of the face-off win. Far side, it's John Polito. Polito, 27 points, has had a couple of excellent opportunities today. Here's David MacArthur to the middle for Polito. It doesn't connect. Polito on the giant rotation gets the loose puck on the opposing side half wall.
That was a great look on the give and go there. Just out of his reach.
This one chipped up. Glove down by Michael Pino. He's running alongside MacArthur. Pino gets ripped down. We're going to see the first power play of the game. It's going to be a trip called against the Sachems.
And this is where Abington is deadly. That power play line is just a force.
Duncan Youngclass, the junior, is in the box. First power play opportunity of the game for Abington. Mark Cashman. The shot saved by Mullen. He covers for the faceoff.
Abington's very patient on the power play. Even from being from another town, I've seen them play several times, and they just know how to space it out. They take their time. Very methodical.
Watch out, a rocket from the top of the point from John Polito. .138 left on the power play, 1:33 in the first frame. So here come the Sachems. It's number 7, Jake DeGuess on a break. His shot in to pop the water bottle. Top shelf goal for the senior Jake DeGuess. Middleborough on top. Short-handed goal for Jake DeGuess.
Yeah, DeGuess made no mistake on that one. Turnover on the point of the power play, and he just turned on the wheels, and not much Dow could do there.
Guess had a goal in these two teams' first matchup. He has the opening goal of the South Shore League tournament here this evening. Polito, far side. Mullen pads it away. Michael Pino grabs the rebound. This one deflects in. How about that? I think it went off one of the Sachems skates out in front. And Michael Pino, I think, will be credited with this goal. All tied up, a power play goal.
Yeah, the way
about 16 seconds after the Sachems scored shorthanded.
Yeah, the way this was going, you could feel they were going to come back and answer with a goal on the power play. Back and forth, both teams, and no different on the scoreboard now.
A fluky kind of goal.
Yep, they were looking for the center and passing the slot. Didn't quite get it, but sometimes happens when your defenseman's looking to make a play and just kind of rolled in. Nothing Mullen could do there. It's a deflection. You're going one way, and all of a sudden it changes direction.
Green Wave have it right out in front of the crease. Dow covers for the faceoff. Michael Pino, assisted by John Polito and David MacArthur, the 28th point on the year for John Polito, the 19th for David MacArthur.
Not a big surprise that all three of them got a point on that power play. Seems time and time again that's what you see.
Meanwhile, for the junior, Mike Pino, his 6th goal. He now has 24 points. "15 seconds to go, first frame. All tied up, and here comes John Polito on a breakaway. His shot off the post.
Rang the post on that one. Had him.
How about the 8th grader, Lincoln Mullins, standing up to probably the top scorer in the entire South Shore?
Yes, no
John
doubt.
Polito.
Yeah, he has to be. He's
Well,
having a record season.
we're all tied up at the end of one. It's 1-1, the Middleborough Sachems, the Abington Green Wave. Tony, break down that first period. We saw a couple of ebbs and flows from Abington. The end of that first period flowing.
It's, you know, the way it was going, it was always one team controlling at one point or another, but it was back and forth. There wasn't, you know, one team would go for 1 minute and the other one would go for another. It would be 2 minutes, 3 minutes of control, and then it would switch hands. And then you get to the power play, and you figure, here we go again with Abington and that powerful power play, and Middleborough takes advantage of a bad bounce on the point, just moves it forward, comes in on the breakaway, beats Dow, top glove hand side. And I didn't say it, but I knew it was coming. I knew Abington was going to come right back with a goal. It's just the way this game has been going. It's the way Abington goes all year. They can score. So you didn't really have any doubt that they would probably put one in on that power play.
The 2 goal scorers, Jake DeGuess and Michael Pino, were all knotted up at the end of one. Middleborough Sachems and the Abington Green Wave in the South Shore League Tournament semifinal. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you second period action right after this. Hello and welcome back into the Rockland Ice Arena for second period action between the Middleborough Sachems and the Abington Green Wave. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, joined alongside Tony Patetti, Maria Wood. It's a 1-1 draw at the end of the first period, guys. A very competitive first period, and both of those goals coming, in fact, on the same power play. Middleborough with a short-handed goal. The Abington Green Wave at a power play goal just about 16 seconds after that, Tony.
Yeah, you'd expect nothing less from both of these teams to just answer each other the way they did. It's funny, Pino gets a goal. He's usually the one with all the apples, and even the goal, he was trying to make a pass, and it went in and he got credit for it. So just a great setup, man. And he got a goal for himself.
He's got 18 assists on the year. The junior top line right wing. Saw a little bit of the third line in action early in that first period, a little bit of a different look. The top line is centered by David MacArthur, John Polito, and Michael Pino on the wings. Connor Buckley, the second line center, winging is Kevin Cashman and Evan St. Martin. The third line is centered by Jake Quinn, Hunter Grafton, Callie Pino on the wings. Brendan Grafton with Travis Swanson and Colin McDermott on the wings. The defensive pairings for the Green Wave, Ryan Tobin and Mark Cashman. No surprise, the top pairing logs big minutes. Second pairing of Kyle Pino and Zach Buchagras have had extended minutes here through the first frame. Aiden Powers and Nolan Monroe are the third pair, and the goaltenders have been absolutely spectacular, if I do say so myself. Joseph Dow for Abington, Lincoln Moland, the 8th grader for the Middleborough Sachems. Glove save right off the bat for Joseph Dow. He holds for the face-off.
Yeah, Middleborough wasted no time. They just threw one right on Dow. Had some open space, fired it right in.
Pad save by Dow. The rebound attempt doesn't go. Sliding into the half wall was Polito. Polito can't grab it on the half wall. The shot blocked by the senior captain. Middleborough with another opportunity. Kyle Pino on the half wall, and now the Green Wave bench was shouting, watch out for the player that was breaking in the high slot. Aiden Carey turns it over the Green Wave. Ryan Tobin launches a shot. Blocked out in front. Michael Pino. His shot is blocked aside. Kept in at least momentarily. Here goes John Polito. Unable to get a shot off. Michael Pino went 5-hole and went off the post. Green Wave with a couple of excellent offensive opportunities here. It's a 3-on-2 up ice for Middleborough. Shot right into the chest from Jake DeGuess.
That shot by Pino was all started by MacArthur. He fought with his player, stick lifted, dragged the puck away, and gave it right over to Pino for a quick shot.
I thought initially that one might have gone off the bottom pole in the back of the net and quickly come out after it went through Nolan's 5-hole. Offsides called against Middleborough. Green Wave carry off the face-off. It is Evan St. Martin dumping it in. He gets tangled up with number 13, Robert McNaughton. And the Sachems able to carry out. It's Justin Plosky. His shot blocked away by Dow. St. Martin chips it in on Moland, who makes the easy stick save. 3 minutes into the second period, all knotted up at 1. Goal from Duncan Youngcloss. The assist, I believe, is going to go to Justin Plosky from the far side.
That was a great shot. He caught Dow leaning from one side, went right up over the blocker and shoulder, top corner.
He certainly had a lot of room coming up the wing. Made no mistake on the shot. 2-1 Middleborough. 12:40 to go, second period.
Middleborough plays very good positional hockey. Always have.
Duncan Youngcloss from Jake DeGuesse, who has his second point on the afternoon. DeGuesse scored the first Sachems goal. This one sent all the way down for icing against Middleborough.
Tried for the bank pass to send them in all alone, and that one's a play of angles. Play the physics the right way. You got a partial breakaway for yourself.
Green Wave took about 16 seconds to answer last time Middleborough scored.
No surprise, that top line back out there again.
Kyle Jones chasing, the freshman. Green Wave took it back right in front of the Middleborough bench, and here comes John Polito trying to turn on the Jets and create a semi-break. He backhands one just wide under immense contact and pressure. Michael Pino picks up the puck. Now Kyle on the far side. Down low to David MacArthur. MacArthur dumps around for Polito, looking for Pino in front. Middleborough rings it around the boards. Ryan Tobin chips it up to Michael Pino. Pino backhanding, looking for MacArthur, sneaking into the crease, and that pass didn't go. Middleborough able to recover. It's the junior Duncan Youngcloss. Whiffing on the pass reception was Michael Pino. Right offsides waved off as Middleborough tags up. Pino steps around the hit but lost the puck. A shot and a goal. What a rip by Jake DeGuesse. He's got two.
Absolute cannon fired by DeGuesse.
Jake DeGessie, the senior, has 2 goals and an assist. He's had a point in all 3 of Middleborough's goals so far. They lead 3-1, 10:38 to go in the second period. Just a bomb.
He ripped that thing. He had the time, and he said, I'm going to get everything I have behind this, and he did.
Just inside the blue line is where he launched that shot. I believe we have a timeout called here by Abington.
Smart move. Even though it's only a 2-goal lead, it's the way in which they got the 2 goals and being so quick, or I should say in such a short time frame.
Coach Brian Woodford tries to swing the momentum the other way as the ice in the last, really only the last 2 minutes, has been tilted in favor of the Middleborough Sachems. Winner of this game will go on to face the winner of Norwell and East Bridgewater on Thursday evening here at the Rockland Ice Arena. We want to thank you for watching this stream and every stream available here from the Rockland Ice Rink and the Abington High School Gym. The website to go to is youtube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live. All levels, all sports broadcast live on that link. If you missed the live broadcast, go to abingtoncam.tv for on-demand video live streams of our 3 public access channels and more. The official website of Abington Community Access and Media. We're going to see a goaltending change here. Spencer Merrick heads in relief of Joseph Dow.
And I don't think it was Dow playing bad. I think that coach is just trying to give them a spark. And sometimes coaches do that. They'll say, hey, you know, you're not playing for your starting goaltender right now, and we need to switch things up, and you guys need to get it going.
Both Green Wave goaltenders have appeared in 4 games, exactly half the season started by both Joseph Dow and Spencer Merrick. Merrick comes in with a record of 3-1.
And that's the thing with Abington is if
this one loose and another Middleborough goal. A lot of contact in the crease. You thought the whistle was going to blow a lot sooner than it did.
Yeah, I thought that should have been whistled. It seemed like he had it in there. What I was about to say is that you don't lose much when you put Merrick or Dow in there. It's great goaltending. So
Merrick needs a new twig. Ten minutes to go. What an outpouring. 3 goals in less than 5 minutes here for the Middleborough Sachems.
a lot of hockey left. I don't count Abington out one bit. Half the game to go.
This was the score the last time these 2 teams played, and the Green Wave scored 1 in the second period and 2 in the final 3 minutes to tie it up. Looking far side for Michael Pino, doesn't connect. Polito, no call. Got tripped up, no call. Carrying in is Dylan Bush. Launched wide of the net by Aiden Carey. A hand pass is called. (4-1) Middleborough, seemingly out of nowhere with 9:14 to go in the second period. Ryan Tobin. Pass intended for MacArthur. He eventually gets it. MacArthur shrugs off the contact to take it deep. Retains possession now forward to the goal line. Tries to send it out in front to John Polito. Doesn't connect. Ryan Tobin stepping up and chipping it wide of the net. Middleborough, 2-on-1 developing here for the Sachems. The shot, pad saved by Merrick.
Good save by Spencer.
Middleborough buzzing. MacArthur intercepts the pass.
Yeah, you can tell Middleborough's feeling it right now.
Chipped out. Polito waiting for it to dribble to him at the blue line. Finally gets it. Steps in. His shot sticked away by Lincoln Moland, who has had a phenomenal evening thus far. Just the 8th grader for Middleborough. Michael Pino has his stick pickpocketed. Now Buckley from behind can't create separation. Zach Butchergross lost it in a dangerous place. Michael Pino now far side half wall. Dumps it around for it, number 16, Kevin Cashman. Butchergross behind the net, backhands it. Chipped up and out. Abington's going to go for at least a partial change here. Michael Pino's been out there for a very long time. Kevin St. Martin.
Great body check.
Offsides waved off as Abington unable to gather the puck, and now icing against the Green Wave. 7:09 to go. 4-1, the Sachems lead it. See Spencer Merrick trying to warm up in between stoppages here.
Yeah, he didn't get much time coming right into the game. Middleborough was still bringing the heat, and they scored right when he got in.
Justin Plosky losing the faceoff to David MacArthur. John Polito. Michael Pino, who's probably still a little bit exhausted from his last shift, gets spun around. He finds himself in on a breakaway. Here's Michael Pino. What a glove save by Lincoln Moland.
What a save.
Flashing the leather on Michael Pino.
I thought Pino was going to get a call against him. Looked like even though the other forward stick went down, he was held up, and he still did a spinorama, broke through the middle, and got the breakaway. But Mullen there to answer.
We were discussing in the intermission. Wonder where he's going to end up next year, his freshman year of high school.
Yeah, it's the beauty of the junior, senior high schools when you're an 8th grader and you get to play. And sometimes you play so well that other teams like the way you played, and sometimes you stay, sometimes you don't. But if he does, he's going to have a heck of a career for Middleborough, that's for sure.
MacArthur gets double teamed to create separation. Duncan Youngclass, one of the goal scorers for Middleborough. Comes out shooting off of the spin. It's blocked aside. Someone's twig went crashing down to the ice. 3-on-2 up ice for Abington. Polito far side. MacArthur, he whiffed on the shot. This one deflects wide.
I think Mullen got a piece of that one too.
And that was Ryan Tobin, the defenseman, who was waiting backdoor for that puck. Gloved down athletically by Justin Plosky. Rather, that's number 35, Caden Poe, the sophomore.
Yeah. Tobin wasn't having it, though. He turned the puck over, but then got right back in position and planted Plosky.
Puck winds up in the Middleborough bench for a stoppage. .5:13 to go. Second period, 4-1 Middleborough leading Abington in the semifinals of the South Shore League tournament. Sticker saved by Spencer Merrick, who is coming in relief of Joseph Dow. Makes the glove save there.
2 quick shots, 2 good saves.
Merrick had a phenomenal outing this past Saturday against the Silver Lake Lakers. seen him put together a couple of excellent games in this shortened season. And it's Kevin Cashman who is creating pressure behind the goal line. Connor Buckley now. Buchagras can't kick it in. Mark Cashman recovers for Abington. Excellent play. Here's Cashman's shot goes wide.
Cashman just missed the top corner on that. That was on net, that was in.
Loud hit, but able to keep it on sides is Middleborough. The shot sticked away by Merrick. We're in one of those ebbs, Tony, where Middleborough has dominated offensive zone time, offensive opportunities.
I think where Middleborough has been the better team is the turnovers. They're taking advantage of turnovers. They're playing positional hockey, and anytime a play gets broken up, it seems like there's a Middleborough player there for an outlet pass, and they're coming in on the odd man rushes, or they're left alone in the slot. Just playing good positional hockey, and sometimes that's really all you have to do.
MacArthur gets in the way of the dump in. John Polito now far side. 3.5 to go, second period. 4-1 Middleborough leads the Green Wave. 3 unanswered.
And not to take away anything from Moland either. I mean, when
that phenomenal save on the Michael Pino breakaway.
When the chances have been there, he's been there to answer. And a hot goalie can stymie even the best of offenses.
Michael Pino backhands it up. Chip back in. Abington is really having trouble today, Tony, moving through the neutral zone.
Yeah, it's a 2 or a 3-man forecheck that Middleborough's been putting on them, and they're trying to keep them pinned in their own zone. They know that if they give Abington room to break out those passes up to the wings, that Polito and MacArthur and Pino will make them pay, so they're not allowing the defensemen to do it. Look at them right now. They got 3 in there in the corner. Now they just buzzed one out. 1 going on 2. Still has the puck.
Middleborough comes away with it, at least momentarily. Pass intercepted into the neutral zone by Matthew Ruggiero. The senior dumps it in. Merrick stops it behind his net. Up for John Polito. Michael Pino couldn't handle the pass cleanly. 2 minutes to go, the second period.
Next goal's a big one.
Middleborough carries in 3-on-2.
What a great hit.
Loud hit and a clean hit as the arms stay down. MacArthur.
MacArthur, the freshman on that hit.
Almost led to an open man in the slot. MacArthur puts the hit on to create separation. Mark Cashman with the puck for Abington. 1:15 to go, second period. .75-foot shot. And we're going to have a trip called here against Middleborough. The player offending was Duncan Youngclass, who tripped one of the Green Wave on his way to the bench. That's a terrible penalty to take, especially when you're about 100 feet away from the puck.
Yeah, those. This is the worst kind of goal you could let up too if Abington scores here, is those goals in the first minute and the goals in the last minute of a period. So we'll see if Abington goes on the power play here and can get that next goal, which is very, very important in this game.
Short-handed opportunity here for Jake DeGuess. And it's blocked away by Spencer Merrick. 1:40 left on the power play, 44 in the period. Ryan Tobin for the Green Wave. Feathers it up. Sent across to Michael Pino. He finds a lot of room to run. His shot and a goal. He finally gets one. Michael Pino on the power play with 27.3 to go in the second period.
That was a huge goal, just huge. You're down 4-1. You're going to power play. There's a minute left in the period, and it was a much-needed next goal that Abington scored. Pino waited it out, picked his spot, and just made a perfect shot, far side post.
How about tonight's effort for Michael Pino? 2 goals, his 6th and 7th on the year.
Yeah, I think his ear's ringing. Everybody talking about, hey, yeah, he's a great setup man, but tonight he wanted to put a couple in, and he has.
25th point on the season. Cashman launches when it goes wide as there was a pile up in the middle of the highway. The buzzer sounds and the second period has come to an end. Abington able to add one late with about 26 seconds to go in the second frame on the power play. 2 for 2 on the power play, Tony, today for Abington.
Yeah, it's the things we talked about in the pregame is that power play. I would love to know the percentage of goals they score on the power play. It has to be the best in the South Shore League because every time they go on, it seems like they're scoring a goal. And even after they gave up the shorthanded goal in the first one, they came right back, scored. They know they needed this goal. 1 minute left in the period. They're going on the power play. They know how important that second goal to get before Middleborough gets the next one, and they went out there and they got it. And that could be huge going into the third period.
It's 4-2 Middleborough leading the Abington Green Wave at the end of the second period here in the South Shore League Tournament semifinal. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you third period action right after this. Hello and welcome back into the Rockland Ice Arena for third period action between the Middleborough Sachems and the Abington Green Wave. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, joined alongside Tony Patetti, Maria Wood. It's 4-2 Middleborough leading coming into this third frame. An excellent effort, guys, by the 8th grade goaltender, Lincoln Molan. 2 power play goals for the Green Wave. Let's start there. Everybody in this building is expecting Abington to come out shooting here in the third, Tony.
Yes. Especially after getting that all-important second goal to end the second period. You can even hear the Middleborough players mumbling it, that they know they're going to come out firing. They have to be ready for it. And this next goal, this one's a huge one. It's not to say that if Abington doesn't get it, they're down and out, because you've seen it before. But if they do get this next one, then I'd watch out. Molan's going to be under heavy fire.
Goaltending for the Green Wave, Spencer Merrick has come on in relief of Joseph Dow in the middle of that second frame. He remains in the crease for the third. Due to the COVID rule changes, there's no actual locker rooms. So the teams are taking the intermission break sitting on either side of the bleachers here, directly next to us. Here's Cashman. His shot whistles wide. MacArthur recovers on the far side. We heard all of Middleborough saying in that intermission, Tony, we got to get the first one. Get it on the first shift, because we know that if Abington scores that third goal, they're at least going to tie us up at some point, and we don't want that to happen.
Yeah,
there were a number of vocal Sachems on the bench.
Yes, they know how important the next goal is, and whoever gets it, like I said, it's not that it could go one way or the other, but it definitely gives the edge to whoever that team is that scores this next goal.
Mark Cashman recovering. Pass chipped by DeGuess. Shot off of the helmet of Spencer Merrick. I think that one also went off his hat.
Yep, he got a piece of that one too.
Here comes Michael Pino. He's got both of the Abington goals so far. Cashman recovers at the blue line. This one sent all the way down the river. It will be icing.
3 saves right away by Merrick. They don't look like they're tough, but believe it, they are. Middleborough is very sneaky in the way they put their shots on there.
It was Lincoln Mullen stopping an excellent breakaway opportunity for Michael Pino. That really is the opportunity that you thought this goaltender, we know he's for real, but he showed up tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely the save that if Middleborough ends up holding on to win this game could be the key moment in the game.
Sent out right into the crease, outside of the crease into the low slot. Unable to get a shot off was Aiden Carey. Second line on, and over skating it was Connor Buckley. Sachems launched a shot. That one was deflected wide. This one sent all the way down. Icing waved off as Middleborough just misplayed the stick. That was number 21, Hunter Dandretta. 2 goals for Jake DeGuest tonight for Middleborough, as well as an assist on the 3rd goal. A shot there blocked aside by Kyle Pino. Out to the neutral zone. It's a foot race that's won by John Polito. Polito turns on the Jets, makes a nice move. A blocker save by Mullen. MacArthur dangles.
Came up with that one too.
Oh, it's just not fair, Tony. There's a pile up on 93. Roads are a bit icy tonight.
This kid is really making some key saves here. The first one on Polito, he read him the whole way. Polito was looking for the step around, the quick shot to his opposite side, and he was, not only did he get the blocker on it, he was in full position to give no net. And then right after that, they come in, they make a heck of a move on a dangle and a backhand, and he's up for that one too.
Rightfully getting a quick minute to regather himself, make sure all of his gloves and pads are in the right place after he went sliding and spinning, and there was that pile up in the crease. MacArthur in to take the face-off for Abington. The Sachems win it. It was Justin Plosky, the senior center. 3-on-1 for the Sachems. Youngclaw scores 5-hole.
What a finish!
And another fumbled puck in the neutral zone. The defenseman, I didn't get the number, who tried to kick it. Sometimes you just try to do anything to make sure, and kind of missed it. And Middleborough came in on another one of those odd man rushes, slid over on the 2-on-1, and all it needed to be was just a slight redirection through Merrick's pads.
Duncan Youngclaw has his 2nd goal of the evening. It's 5-2 Middleborough leading the Green Wave.
And that's a big goal.
See how the Green Wave respond here. Sent up to David MacArthur. He becomes the hitter instead of the hittee, laying out one of the Sachems.
I'll tell you, MacArthur, for a small guy, people can't knock him down. I mean, I thought he was going to get buried on that play, and the Sachems wing was ended up taking the brunt of that one.
11:03 to go, 3rd period. It's the top line of MacArthur, Pino, and Polito. Joining Tobin and Cashman on the ice. Mullen makes the save off of the face-off, and he covers. We'll do it again. Duncan Youngclaw, Jake DeGuest, both with 2 goals today. This shot off the face-off whistles wide. Cashman recovers in the neutral zone. Never mind, it's number 15, Justin Plosky. Spencer Merrick with the save.
Another odd man rush. That time, Plosky kept it, fired it himself. But another 2-on-1.
It's really the neutral zone that's doing the Green Wave in so far.
Yep.
MacArthur comes to the bench for a change. Big minutes per usual for the top line. Looks like we have switched up defensive pairings. Ryan Tobin is on the right. Kyle Pino is on the left. We're going to see a penalty coming up, perhaps something more than a minor. Spencer Merrick floats back to his net. I don't think he realizes there's a delayed penalty. Middleborough touches up. We await the call.
All that penalty way down there, but they do delayed penalties, so they don't actually call the penalty until Middleborough touches the puck, or whoever committed the penalty touches the puck. So if we were smart, I've seen it down there. We could have pulled Spencer and thrown another speed.
Tobin launches it. It whistles high. Just a minor penalty. The Green Wave 2 for 2 on the power play so far. That does include letting up one shorthanded goal to the Sachems.
Getting one here would help.
Michael Pino rotates the shot high off something plastic. Might have been the knob of the stick of Moland into the protective netting. MacArthur moves in to take the face-off. We'll do it again. Lincoln Moland was not ready.
Ref needs to pay attention on that one.
That could have ended badly.
That could have ended horribly.
Lincoln Moland with his back to the play without a helmet on.
Yep.
And the ref drops the puck. This one's spinning on Moland. He sticks it away for number 13, Robert McNaughton. The Green Wave have it. Tobin chips it into the slot. Backhanded loose somewhere. It is under Lincoln Moland. MacArthur tried to chip it in. Another face-off.
More traffic in front of the net. Moland there again.
Late change.
The ref's not allowing it.
Now the ref sends him back to the Middleborough bench. It was Dylan Bush trying to get on. Cashman far side. Polito at the top of the key. Launches one. Stick save by Moland.
Two
the
in a row.
rebound attempt is blocked aside. Michael Pino behind the net. Trying to kick it and does. Gets it back now. Backhands it to Tobin. Sent in for MacArthur. MacArthur's attempt.
Oh my gosh.
What a save by Moland. It's loose in the low slot.
That was
And
incredible.
Rocketed all the way down the river.
That was better
28
than the
seconds to
breakaway
go.
save on Pino. That was a wide open net, and he threw himself in front of that thing.
A whole highlight reel for Lincoln Moland on this power play alone. Michael Pino, bobbing and weaving, goes far side. And it
he
winds
sticks it
up in! Another fluky goal for Michael Pino. He's got a hat trick today.
Yep. Pino made the rush, and I don't know if he was trying to center it out front or if he was trying to do that little bank play behind the net where you kind of see the goalie creeping off the post and dangling his pad maybe 6 inches away from it. But either way, it's in the net, and Pino gets his third.
That is Michael Pino's 8th goal of the year. For those of you normally wondering what his role is, he's got 18 assists. A fluke goal as Pino was forward of the goal line. Found its way between Moland's legs as he was rotating and found its way sliding across the goal lane. goal line. It's a 2-goal game with 8 minutes to go in the third period. Buckle up, we're going to have a finish. Number 13, Robert McNaughton, keeps it in on his offensive blue line. Duncan Youngclaw pressuring. Green Wave carry out. It's a 2-on-1. Here's Connor Buckley, his shot. Pad saved by Moland. And now he lost this one. Kind of handcuffed him in front of his face, and he covers for the faceoff. 7:38 to go.
And that's how you know how good that first line of Abington is, where Buckley is playing on the second line, because he's a force too. There's just nowhere to put him. All 4 of those guys are interchangeable. It's just a chemistry thing, I think, with Polito and MacArthur and Pino.
This one chipped up into the Middleborough bench. We'll do the face-off again in Middleborough's defensive zone. To Lincoln Mullins' right. MacArthur moves in, wins the face-off back. Sachems eventually take possession and clear it. Now dump in, chasing it in is Matthew Ruggiero. MacArthur lifting the stick of Dylan Bush to allow the puck to flow back into the neutral zone. 7:10 to go, third period, 5-3, the Sachems lead it.
That one almost broken up and sent the other way. And that's what Middleborough's been doing. They've been clogging that neutral zone, hoping to break up those long home run passes by Abington, and they've gotten lucky on a couple of them and been able to walk in and score a couple goals off them. Not that time, though.
This one deflected in loose. The Green Wave, Michael Pino has it. His shot whistles high. Cashman pinches the seam and gets it back down low. The cross slot pass. No Green Wave on the receiving end. Ryan Tobin blocks this one.
Good play by Tobin.
John Polito keeps it in. Chipped in front by Michael Pino, looking for his 4th. It went wide. Penalty upcoming against Middleborough. Michael Pino at the blue line. Middleborough touched it, but not enough to gain possession. They do here, and the whistle to stop play. It's going to be a hook called on the Sachems. Another power play. The Green Wave, 3 for 3. All 3 goals coming from right winger Michael Pino.
And that's not what you wanted to see if you're a Middleborough fan, is putting this team back on the power play again. Pino, that's what happens when you score 3 goals. Guys start trying to do anything they can to slow him down, and they got him for the hook.
Junior defender Dylan Bush. He's in the sin bin. No surprise, top line, MacArthur, Pino, and John Polito. Mark Cashman, Ryan Tobin on defense. MacArthur has it for the Green Wave. He rotates now with Cashman. An ill-advised pass. Middleborough has it and dumps it all the way down the river. 20 seconds gone on the extra man opportunity. Cashman gets ripped down. The arm stayed down.
Yep.
Should have been holding. Cashman, MacArthur rather, was waiting at the blue line. Cashman carries in, takes the hit to move the puck back deep. There's a Middleborough Sachem without a stick diving play by Ryan Tobin at the blue line, trying to keep it in. Does not.
Great effort by Tobin.
55 seconds.
Couldn't keep it in.
55 seconds into the power play. Michael Pino now with speed. Gets through. His shot pad away by Lincoln Moland and sent all the way down. Michael Pino. What's gotten into him today, Tony?
Oh, and a misplay by Merrick in back of his own net. Gets caught out of position. And Middleborough fires that one in.
Sliding, I believe, was Cashman trying to get back. As Merrick was out of position. Another shorthanded goal. The second of the game. Committed by the high-powered power play unit of Abington. 48 seconds to go in the extra man opportunity.
We were just saying before that about Michael Pino. He's been playing like a madman tonight, and he's usually the setup guy, and tonight he's getting the goals and honestly, if it wasn't for Mullen, he could probably have 6 or 7 tonight, and that's not an exaggeration.
He's been launching. He had the breakaway opportunity. He had a couple of breakaway opportunities.
And that breakaway right there, you could tell he was purposely trying to draw Mullen's legs to open up so he could slide it 5-hole, and there was nothing doing. Unbelievable poise for an 8th grader on a play like that.
Offsides was the call against Middleborough. Shorthanded for another 28 seconds, 4:43 to go in the period. Here comes John Polito up the wing. Offsides calls against Ryan Tobin. 19 seconds to go in the extra man opportunity. No doubt who's been the top star through this one tonight.
Yeah, it's Mullen by far. And, you know, Middleborough's got a couple guys, I think, or at least one with a couple goals.
Middleborough calls a timeout here with 19 seconds to go on the power play. 4:36 in the third period, leading 3 goals, 6-3. Interesting call by Middleborough.
I think Drevich is trying to rest his number 1, number 2 units so that they can play these last 4 minutes on and off, on and off. And as we were talking about Mullen, every time the Green Wave get close, he's there to make a huge save, and it seems it goes the other way by all that pressure that Abington's putting on, and it goes the other way, and Middleborough, you know, gets I don't want to say a cheap goal, but just an unfortunate goal, let's say, to get up on top by 3.
Well, not for lack of effort, Duncan Youngcloss and Jake DeGuess both with 2 goals today.
Yeah, I thought a couple of them had 2.
Sure they'll be on the ice for a majority of the next 4:36. Along with Robert McNaughton, Dylan Bush, and Aiden Carey.
The thing about Middleborough is they can get you from anybody. It's a different guy every night.
Cashman D to Tobin. MacArthur with a little bit of space. His shot patted away by Lincoln Moland. Just a rough estimate, Tony. I think Moland's probably faced around 40, 45 shots tonight.
Yeah, that's what I have it at. Anywhere between 38, 48, who knows. Once they start piling them up, it's tough to keep track of. I know firsthand when you're looking to see how many shots a goalie has, I just go to Live Barn and start counting them after, or anybody that does the broadcast like you guys or us.
Excellent save by Merrick. He got it off the very toe of his right pad. David MacArthur, senior assistant captain. Merrick takes a look up at the clock. A turnover at the blue line taken by Matthew Ruggiero. He rings it around. 3:23 to go. Back to even strength. John Polito backhands into the neutral zone. Collected by number 23, Aiden Carey, at least momentarily. Here comes Michael Pino, creating space once again. What a beautiful opportunity. This one just a couple inches off of the stick of John Polito, who is waiting back door. And Mullen makes the stop with his chest. Ryan Tobin, some words of encouragement to John Polito. MacArthur off the faceoff launches a shot. This one deflects high and wide. Tobin showing frustration on the ice. Another turnover. Michael Pino has been buzzing all over the ice today. Empty net on, 2:39 to go for the Green Wave. They go 6 attackers on 5. Tobin finds Polito. Polito is going to draw a penalty here. Middleborough touches up. The next 2 minutes, it'll be 6 on 4 for the Green Wave.
Buckle up, Tony.
Yep.
just what Abington was hoping for, putting them back on the power play again. And only 2:29 left, but
3 of 4 of the shooting, 75% with the extra man. Connor Buckley, the extra center on the ice. Chipped across to Polito. MacArthur looks for the tip. It's behind the net. MacArthur recovers. It's left on the half wall. Cashman can't pinch the seam. It travels all the way down and into the 4x6 hole on the other side of the ice. It's an empty net goal, shorthanded. 3 shorthanded goals tonight. That's the risk of playing with the extra man on a power play. Middleborough would not have faced an icing if that puck went wide, Tony.
Yep, and again, you're another play broken up. This time not quite the neutral zone, but Middleborough with that forecheck and back check, just creating not necessarily a turnover, but just a puck battle win, and just gets it and threw it down there for the carnival-like shot, hoping to hit it, and he did.
1:37 to go on the power play opportunity, 2:03 to go in the third period. Polito backhands it to keep it in. Pino launches the shot, saved by Moland. 7-3, the Sachems lead by 4 with 1:50 to go here in the third period, the first round of the South Shore League tournament. Buchagras can't keep it in. Kyle Pino forced to chase it down. John Polito. Polito buzzing in. Lines behind the net. Out to Kyle, and it's
another
a
block
foot race. Buchagras able to create enough havoc to prevent a breakaway opportunity. 1:15 to go, third period, and another helmet save by Spencer Merrick. Third time he's used his head this game.
Yep. Anything you can to keep that puck out of the net.
The hip check is going to draw a penalty from the 1970s, Tony.
Yeah. That's my time in hockey. I'm fine with it, but
Justin Plosky was the Sachem that went spinning down to the ice. A trip is called on the assistant captain, David MacArthur. Will he skate 4-on-4 for the next 35 seconds. Happens to be my favorite play in all of hockey, Tony.
it's a great hit. I don't know what the call was.
They called tripping, but the stick was nowhere near
to
the
me,
Sachem that went down. Pino adds a
again.
fourth. How about that?
Not going quietly.
Pino has 4 goals today.
Yep. Like I said, honestly, if it wasn't for Mullen, he'd have 8. He's been everywhere tonight. Everywhere.
The junior right wing, Michael Pino, has 9 goals on the year. He's almost doubled his total on the season here tonight. .41 seconds to go. The slop shot, stick save for Spencer Merrick. The shot came from Connor McNaughton. Middleborough on the power play for the remainder of this one. 25 seconds to go. I don't think they realize it, that their penalty has run out. The Sachem remains in the box.
Pino again. Toe drag. Backhand, just wide.
Mark Cashman recovers on the half wall. 8 seconds to go. We're still skating 4-on-4 for some reason. This one all the way down for an icing with a whopping 0.8 seconds to go.
I think they're just going to kill the
They're
clock
just
on
going
this
to
one.
wave it off.
Yep.
Not a bad option. 7-4 is going to be your final score. The Middleborough Sachems with the upset over the second seed Abington Green Wave. The Green Wave came in at 5-1-2 and buzzing after beating Silver Lake 3-2 here on Saturday afternoon. Tony, what a game.
A lot of action, a lot of goals. And you know what? You'd say 7 goals scored by one team, 4 goals scored by another. The the goaltenders must have been horrible, and it wasn't the case. I mean, Dow was making some huge saves early on. It looked like Abington wanted to make a change after that third goal, and it wasn't due to poor play. I think it was just to give them a spark. And, you know, Merrick made some great saves when he came in too, but the other side of that is Lincoln Mullen, with allowing 4 goals, like we said, he had to have over 40 shots and made several key stops and prevented Abington from winning this game 9-7 instead of losing 7-4.
It's the Sachems that move on to face the winner of East Bridgewater and Norwell. That game coming at you at 7:40 p.m. We'll have it live for you on youtube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live. The Green Wave defeated here tonight by a score of 7-4. Guys, as you may or may not know, we have a tradition of awarding a player of the game to a member of each team. I don't think there's a question for either team tonight. Lincoln Mullen, the 8th grade goaltender, coming up with probably about 50 saves tonight. He let in 4. And for the Green Wave, Michael Pino, 4 goals. All 4 of the Abington Green Wave goals.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Yeah, can't argue with that. Clearly, both of them were the key components for each of their teams. Mullen keeping Abington at bay from getting that next goal, that next important goal every single time, and giving his team a chance to go the other way with it and get an insurance goal. And then, you know, Pino on the other side of that, just a wrecking crew, a one-man wrecking crew. And I'm not kidding. I really think he could have had 7 goals tonight if there was another goalie in there.
100% agree. I mean, Mullen, he just came all out, especially against one of the best, if not the best top line in the South Shore League. Came out, even with 4 goals let in, absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. And he still has 4 years in his high school career. It's ridiculous. So
That's
impressive.
scary.
7-4, your final score from the Rockland Ice Arena. The Middleborough Sachems eliminating the Abington Green Wave from the South Shore League tournament. A margin of 3 goals is the difference for Middleborough. For everyone here at Abington Community Access and Media, my broadcast partners, Maria Wood, Tony Patetti, our cameraman, the one and only Joe Beaver. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.